Hi everyone, I want to talk to you about contouring today. I've had a few people request that, and the easiest way to show you is to break it down, do half of my face with contour and half without, okay? When contouring, think about the face as, say, a landscape, okay? There's sort of peaks and troughs, so what we're going to do is we're going to sink the troughs and highlight the peaks, okay? So if you want to make something sink, you're going to use a darker colour. So we're going to start with the cheekbones. Now the easiest way to find your cheekbone is to run your brush up the cheek and you'll feel where it is, okay? So I'm using the MAC blusher in Tenderling for this. So what we're going to do is, we're going to fill this hollow in. Now, I don't know if you can see that I sort of feather the brush upwards as I'm getting towards the very top of the cheekbone, so you get a deeper colour at the bottom and then it fades off to lighter. Now bring that colour all the way onto the brow. So you've got kind of like a C shape going around the hairline there. Oops. Okay? So on the other side I'm going to plot this out for you. Now, under the jaw. You really want to be kind of careful with this because you don't want to end up with sort of Boy George style shading. If you can avoid it, that is. Okay? And I'm going to use the same colour just in the socket. So again, we're sinking that area. And I'm going to use the same colour along the nose there. I'll just do the other side so it doesn't look completely odd. So just from the brow bone down the nose. Oh, the brush I'm using is a MAC 165. You see how it's slightly pointy there? So, in the socket. And down the nose. So when it comes to the highlighter, it's the same thing, but you're going to put this on the peaks of the face. So, under the brow, so from the brow arch outwards, so, like this. Okay? I'm going to put plenty on there so that you can see. I wouldn't normally put this much on, but it's just so the camera picks it up. And then on the top of the cheekbone. And you can actually bring this round and join it up with the brow, okay? So you've got your contour that goes in there like that and comes round onto the brow bone. like that. And then you've got your highlighter that comes in on the top of the cheekbone like that. So you've got your contour that comes in here and goes all the way around the temple, and then you've got your highlight that comes in here from the brow arch all the way down onto the top of the cheekbone. Okay, so you're highlighting, so you're picking out that part and you're sinking this part, so that will give you high cheekbones and a high brow arch. Okay, now with that highlighter you're also going to run a bit down the centre of the nose. Can you see that? And what that will do is, with your contour that you've put on the sides, that will narrow the nose somewhat. Okay? And you can also put a little bit of highlighter on the Cupid's bow of the lip, just to make the lips fuller. So that's contouring in its simplest terms. I think so anyway. Now when it comes to blusher, where do you put blusher when you've got all this stuff everywhere? Well, this is what you do. You put your blusher here. Okay? So you put it, that's where you apply the blusher, and then you blend it upwards and outwards, so it ends up being sort of a bit more of a teardrop shape upwards. Okay? I'll show you how. I'm going to use quite a bright blusher so that it really picks up and you can see. This colour is deep pink. That is seriously bright, and that's a MAC Pro blush. But this is really just so you can see. Do you see how I put it just on the apple of the cheek there? And then I flick it upwards. And then, using a different clean brush, I blend everything together so there's not really any seams. So there you have contouring that is simple but effective. So all you need to remember is, wherever you want to make something stand out, you put highlighter. Wherever you want to sink something, you put a contour. You can use a bronzer, you can use a blusher that isn't too pinky. If you can pick a colour that is similar to your natural shadows, then it will work perfectly. So the best way to do that is to look at the natural shadow you have on your eyelid, and that colour will probably work really well as a contour. That colour, or a couple of shades darker if you're really light there. So I hope this helps all those people that asked about contouring. It is really easy, although that looks like a mess on my face. It makes perfect sense if you follow it. Okay, so thanks for watching.